Hello everyone, welcome back to Snowclan. This past year has been challenging, especially with the presence of a murderer in the forest. Our clan has experienced many deaths, including some of our young cats, which was truly shocking as I played through year 2. I try not to interfere with the game, instead I enjoy watching how the clan progresses on its own. This allows us to develop a story from the lives of our beloved Snowclan. Now, let's take a moment to remember the cats who joined Starclan far too early. Nightwhisker, the clan deputy, was the first to join Starclan. Her body was found near the border of Flurry Clan territory, pristine except for a large gash across her throat. No one knows who killed her, but Locuststar accused Flurry Clan of the murder at the next gathering, which they denied, leading to a tense standoff between the leaders. The clan was devastated. Cloudfreckle couldn't accept her best friend's death. Bluepaw, her mother's apprentice, was overwhelmed with grief and collapsed beside her mother's body. Summitpaw also struggled to believe her mother was gone, while Shatterpaw and Velvetpaw withdrew silently from Nightwhisker's vigil. Shatterpaw cursed the world that had taken his mother from him. Sycamorepaw was enjoying her third day as an apprentice under Tricklepool. She felt a bit guilty that he had his paws full with 2 apprentices, her and her sister, Shrewpaw. The 4 of them, Tricklepool, Burnetblaze, Shrewpaw, and Sycamorepaw, were patrolling together along a cliff. As Sycamorepaw lagged behind, she suddenly felt the rocks slip beneath her paws. She began to fall quickly, and no cat was able to catch her. Shrewpaw yowled in terror as she watched her sister become buried underneath the rocks. Burnetblaze glared at Sycamorepaw with malevolence as she was covered, the only cat to notice the evil glint in his eye before she drifted off to Starclan. During a particularly harsh leaf bear, Skywatcher developed a severe cough. Mistyrunner hurried to his side, insisting that he needed medicine immediately. However, the old Tom brushed her off with a raspy breath, telling her that the other cats also required the herbs, as 3 of their apprentices were already suffering from yellow cough. He then shakily returned to his nest and slept for the remainder of the day. When Mistyrunner checked on him that night, she cried out in distress. He had passed away in his sleep from yellow cough. While some of the cats were out hunting in the snow, Velvetpaw was chasing a squirrel across a frozen stream. The warriors of the patrol yelled at her to stop, but it was too late. She plummeted into the frigid water. Cloudfreckle, her mentor, pulled her out by the scruff of her neck and quickly brought her back to camp. Velvetpaw stayed in the medicine cat's den for moons, and gradually her condition worsened. Unfortunately, she soon joined Starclan due to frostbite. Locuststar endured a challenging year with Snowclan following the mysterious death of his deputy, which sparked concern and suspicion among the clans. A tense conversation at the last gathering with Spindleclan's leader intensified his feelings against FlurryClan, whose leader denied any wrongdoing. In a fit of anger, Locuststar led a surprise raid on FlurryClan's camp, resulting in the death of one of their warriors, further straining relationships between the clans. As Leafbear arrived, Snowclan struggled to find prey. Mistyrunner the Medicine Cat proclaimed it a sign from Starclan that the ancient spirits were displeased with Locuststar's leadership. The bleak time led to the tragic death of Velvetpaw, a young apprentice, and Skywatcher, an elder, both succumbing to the harsh conditions. In response to the grief and chaos, Locuststar focused on training his apprentice Brackenpaw, hoping to strengthen the clan for the trials ahead and find a way to restore hope in their future. Tricklepool was made deputy after Night Whisper's death. He was so pleased with the promotion that he boasted about it to every cat more than once, failing to acknowledge the former deputy's passing. The clan seemed to enjoy his leadership, preferring him over Locuststar, which only fueled his ego. He took pride in having 2 apprentices until Sycamore Paw fell down a cliff. Though he wasn't sure if he was imagining it, he thought he saw Burnetblaze trip the apprentice by moving a stone right as she was about to leap from one rock to another. Despite the accident, he felt upset as he could no longer show off having 2 apprentices. Raggedleaf and Mistyrunner are happier than ever. They often spend time lounging in sunny spots and praising their daughter Hawkpaw. They are extremely proud of her. Sometimes Raggedleaf goes out hunting all day and brings back Mistyrunner's favorite meal. When Mistyrunner tries to return the gesture, she often comes back empty-pawed, not being a particularly good hunter. However, Raggedleaf always reminds her that it's the thought that counts. These 2 are so in love that they recently announced they are having more kids. Despite what the warrior code says, Mistyrunner's dream is to take care of the clan and her own family. Cloudfreckle is still struggling with the loss of her best friend. Everything feels different without her. When Velvetpaw became her apprentice, she promised Night Whisker that she would teach the young she-cat well. One of the first lessons she taught was to never let prey escape. Cloudfreckle was there when it happened. When Velvetpaw fell through the ice, she stayed by her side in the Medicine Cat Den every night, praying to Starclan that she would be okay. Unfortunately, the young cat soon passed away, and Cloudfreckle blames herself every day for what happened. Snowyfur's year has been eventful. She has grown extremely close to Tricklepool, which has created distance between her and Burnetblaze since he returned with an unexpected surprise. Tricklepool's promotion to deputy has elevated his status in her eyes, and she often obeys him, except when it comes to long patrols that might hurt her paws. As a mentor to Summitstripe, Snowyfur and the young she-cat spent plenty of time together, training and lounging in sunny spots. Despite being taught to be more uptight rather than a fierce warrior, Summitstripe believed she excelled in everything, even if her hunting skills were lacking. On a snowy day, the group went hunting to replenish dwindling rations and tracked a large hare. Suddenly, they spotted a two-leg with a pack of dogs. The dogs chased after them, and while Tricklepool and Summitstripe managed to climb a tree, Snowyfur was attacked by the two smaller dogs. After the two-leg got the dogs away, Snowyfur was left with a torn ear and long scars on her back. Though grateful to be alive, she was devastated by her damaged fur. Burnetblaze suffered the worst from the attack, being mauled by the larger dogs. Before the devastating dog attack, Burnetblaze was deep in scheming with his ambitious companion Tricklepool. With dreams of ruling the forest together, they often plotted under the cover of the trees, envisioning a future where Burnetblaze would lead the clan. However, when the lifeless body of Nightwhisker the deputy was discovered, Burnetblaze was taken aback. Although he felt genuine shock at the news, he was certain that FlurryClan was not responsible for this tragedy. Seizing the opportunity to rid himself of more half-clan cats, Burnetblaze orchestrated the unfortunate incident that led to Sycamore Paw tumbling off the rocky cliffside. In his malicious mindset, he attempted to strike Tricklepool with a rock as well, but his aim was off by a mouse length. Feeling increasingly betrayed, Burnetblaze had watched his once close friend turn against him, especially as Tricklepool aligned himself with Snowyfur and had been appointed deputy. In a fit of anger and desperation, Burnetblaze vanished at the beginning of the year, only to return to the clan several moons later with 3 kits: Ghost Kit, Swift Kit, and Light Kit. He spun a tale of finding them abandoned in a box by the Thunderpath, conveniently ignoring their striking resemblance to him. Despite his claims, Burnetblaze took care of the kits, nurturing them with the same fierceness he once reserved for his ambitions. Everything changed with the onset of the dog attack, which left him with severe injuries that rendered him unable to function. Now he lies in the medicine cat den, drifting in and out of consciousness, while the wise and cautious Mistyrunner observes him with a heavy heart, fearing that Burnetblaze may not survive the ordeal. After the tragic death of Nightwhisker, her daughters were devastated, especially Bluepaw, who had lost not only her mother but also her mentor. Before her passing, Nightwhisker had discovered a loner named Creekdusk and invited her to join the clan, offering her the safety and warmth she had long desired. In the wake of Nightwhisker's death, Creekdusk and Bluepaw grew close, bonding over their shared grief. Recognizing their connection, Locuststar decided to have Creekdusk mentor Bluepaw, believing it would help them both heal. Together they trained diligently, channeling their sorrow into learning the ways of the clan. The time spent honing their skills deepened their friendship and provided solace, As a result of her hard work and dedication, Bluepaw eventually earned the name Bluepelt. Now a proud warrior, Bluepelt honors her mother's legacy and aspires to become a mentor herself, eager to guide the next generation. This year, these two girls seem to be at a loss, grappling with the death of their sister. Aside from the profound sorrow, they haven't been particularly active or helpful around the camp. Most of their days are spent in the sparkling streams where they frolic and splash in the water, or climbing the towering trees that provide a sense of adventure and escape. During their patrols, they tend to prioritize their own needs, often catching small prey for themselves and enjoying the fresh kill right there in the wild, rather than bringing it to the clan. Seeing their lack of involvement, Tricklepool has been intentional about assigning them more demanding patrols, hoping that this will inspire them to step up and contribute to the clan's well-being, rather than just indulging in play. The hope is that they will discover a renewed sense of purpose amid the challenges they face. Our last two cats in the clan are Shatterpaw and Hawkpaw. Shatterpaw is still an apprentice, while his sisters have already become warriors. Under the demanding mentorship of Burnetblaze, he faces high expectation and often finds himself assigned to difficult tasks or unfairly punished. Instead of training in battle, he spends hours replacing moss bedding. Now mentorless due to Burnetblaze's injuries, Shatterpaw hopes to train under Locuststar, the wise clan leader. Despite feeling upset when his sisters advanced before him, he finds comfort in spending more time with his crush, Hawkpaw. Hawkpaw, a lively white she-cat with an adventurous spirit, was raised by her mothers, Mistyrunner and Raggedleaf, who encouraged her to explore the world and embrace life. After becoming an apprentice under Creekdusk, her energy and charm quickly captured Shatterpaw's heart, and they grew close friends. However, lately her playful demeanor has faded as she battles White Cough, spending her days in the medicine cabinet. Shatterpaw remains by her side, providing support, making sure she has enough food, and cheering her up with stories, all while hoping for her swift recovery. So that's it for year 2. What did you think about this year? I haven't played year 3 yet, so I'm really looking forward to see if our sick cats will recover, or what Tricklepool has planned for the clan. Stay tuned and make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.